We good? Okay. So I get to do the awesome, fun, exciting training today about show me the money. And because I am a high I wanted it to be all fun and interactive, and I wanted to play a game. I was going to do all these fun things, and I spent about 17 hours on ChatGPT trying to do this. And at the end of the night, it did not come together as I had thought. So I'm pivoting a little bit. So it's still going to be fun. It's still going to be interactive. I just want to go over two things. So in Mary Kay, we most often have joined for the money. Most people have joined for some type of money situation. Whether you're joining for the discount to save money, or you're joining for the discount and to make a little bit of money. Most of the time, that's where people start. And so what we're going to talk about today is the different ways you can make money and why the different things matter and how you can maximize your time to make the most money that is possible out there without leaving anything on the table, because sometimes if you don't know what you don't know, you don't know it. So I know we have some newer people in and newer consultants, so some of this will be a little bit of a repeat, but I really want to kind of go through how the structure works and why it works. So the first part we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with the great start with the brochure. So everybody should have this brochure now in your possession, and we're going to go through this brochure. And I brought all of the products that you can get when we go through it. So we're going to put those out after our video is done. Okay, so when you sign up to become a Mary Kay consultant, which all of us have done, no matter how long ago it was or how recent it was, we all have a choice within our Mary Kay business. And one of the things that what is it? Oh, okay, sorry. One of the things that we want to really get our new consultants to understand is in that first 15 days, there's something really important that can happen if you make that decision. So within the first 15 days, if you place your first order, and your first order is a qualified order, which means it's a minimum of 600 wholesale, you're going to get a really cool makeup set. If you turn to page 4, it's on page 4. So if you joined Mary Kay because you wanted to get a discount on your products, or you wanted to learn how to wear makeup, or you wanted to make your skincare better, or any of those things, if you had an opportunity to get something free, would you do it? Most people, the answer would be yes. This item that I'm holding in my hand right here is valued at $144.50 retail. So if you had an opportunity to get $150 worth of free stuff, would you take it? Yes, most people would. If they don't know this is available to them, they don't know to take it. And we have 15 days to get this in their hands, okay? So the first thing is you want to have your consultant sign up. They want to sign their agreement. They want to do that. But then we really want them to talk to the director and watch the inventory video, because we really want them to understand the money that they could be leaving on the table if they don't maximize all of the things that Mary Kay gives to us for free. So as we go through the Great Start brochure, I'm going to pull the stuff out as we go through the different levels. Would you do my like there for a second? I don't know where to set it. Maybe in front of the TV, like on the floor, I guess. So go to page 5, because as we go through this, I want you guys to go through page 5. And even if you've been a consultant for a while, I still want you to fill these things out, because this is really going to help us get to the money side of things in your business, however you want it to be, whatever you want it to become. So you're going to think of your Mary Kay business goals. How much money do you want to make in a month from your Mary Kay business? The sky is the limit. You guys get to decide what you want to do. You have a $1,200 option, $800 to $1,200, $400 to $800, $100 to $400. So go ahead and check off number 8, or sorry, number 1, section 8. Okay, now you've got that figured out. How much time do you have available in each week that you can actually put aside and dedicate to your Mary Kay business? Do you want to do 3 appointments? Do you want to do 1 to 2, 2 to 3 appointments a month, 1 appointment per month? And you can count an appointment as either a party or just a facial. Sometimes the party atmosphere, I know, is a little bit overwhelming for people when they're new. And so sometimes a facial, a double facial, one-on-one, 2 to 1, that's going to be a little bit more easy to get used to doing, especially if you're like a shy or an introverted person. Having a group of people in front of you might be intimidating. So start with what you're comfortable with. Okay, so now we're going to go down to C. C is really important, and this is one that I don't really need to tell everybody in this room because we're all here. We kind of understand the value of the meetings, but being connected, being involved, and doing the things are really what's going to help you elevate to that next level. It's going to help keep you accountable. It's going to help keep you on track, and it's going to help keep you disciplined. So we do have our Zoom every week on Tuesdays. We try to have a guest event at least once a month. And then we try to do different things, if there's promotions going on within the company. There's lots of videos online. There's YouTube. There's stuff on In Touch. Even if you're not doing something Mary Kay related with us in our local group, you could still plug into YouTube. You could watch a video on In Touch, okay? So go ahead and write how many success meetings you're going to attend. And then number 4, D, you're going to want to decide what you want to be, okay? So sometimes we call it a side hustle. Sometimes we call it a personal shopper. Sometimes we call it a hobby. Sometimes we call it a boss babe. Sometimes we go all in and this is like our life. This is our identity, all of those things. So where are you at right now? What do you want to be moving forward after we leave this event today? Do you want to build a customer base? Do you want the prizes and recognition? That's what I want. Did you want to become a sales director? Yes. Or do you just need extra income? You're just doing it maybe for the holidays, maybe because you're going to school and you need income. There's so many different reasons why people have the reasons that they have. Okay, so after all of that's done, I want you guys to go ahead and add up your points. And then we're going to put our points down in number 2 on the left-hand side. And I want you to sign your name on the bottom of that. And while they're signing their name, I just brought those drawings since all the you're finishing that part up and I'm displaying all the stuff that we can get for free. I did have a couple of items that were out of stock, or I didn't have enough of them for the example, so I changed 2 of the items. Is that what you need? Let me just yes, okay.
You tell me what to do, I'll go.
Okay, so there is no wrong answer here, and everybody has their own reason and their own belief in all of the things that they're doing and why they're doing it. So there's no wrong answer, and nobody is ever going to feel shame. I don't want anybody to look at anybody else and feel shame. We're all doing this for what our personal reasons are. Okay, who has 2 to 4 points? If that's you, I want you to take a look here on page 7. We're going to look at the grid and we're going to start from the bottom, working our way up. Okay, so if you had 2 points, 2 to 4 points, you're looking at potentially getting an inventory to service your customers based on your needs with a $600 wholesale order. So if you place a $600 wholesale order, you're going to get product bundles, and I brought, just for easier ways of designing it, I just brought the miracle size. set because it's valued at the highest. So you're gonna get a miracle set. In addition to the miracle set, you're gonna get the gel renewing mask and eye cream. You've also done this in the first 14 days, so now you have the makeup.
This is serum C plus C, but
Yeah, we're pretending it's gel renewing eye cream or gel renewing facial mask. You're gonna get a tray and a mirror. You're gonna get a travel roll-up bag. And you're gonna get a lookbook. Okay, so you've now decided you're gonna do a $600 wholesale order, and this is everything that you get. So wholesale $600 order means you're spending $600, you're gonna get $1,200 worth of product. So right away, off of the top, before anything happens, you've already got $600 worth of free stuff, okay? Now we've added $144.50 for the color set. We've added $38 for the travel roll-up bag. We've added 25 cents for the lookbook. We've added $5.50 for the mirror and tray. And the product bonus bundle with the miracle set, the moisture renewing gel mask and the Time Wise eye cream is $180 value. Okay, so in addition to $600 free, you now have all this extra stuff free that you can do what you want. You can sell it, you can keep it, you can use it, you can demo it. If you demo it or you use it as testers or whatever, then you have a tax write-off that's already starting out for your business and your brand and you've never even met a person yet, okay? So we're putting all this on the table for free if you start out with the 600, okay? That should be enough to pretty much service about 30 customers. So we talked about doing a Power Start and a Power Start Plus each month, or at least when you first start, which is 30 faces, okay? 30 faces in 30 days. 30 faces take you places, okay? So, Heidi, you're welcome to set that down, but not the bag yet. Okay, now, if you go back to page 5, if your category is in the 5 to 7 points, we have now decided we're gonna spend $1,200 wholesale, which means we get $2,400 in retail product. And now we're gonna go to page 7. And everything Heidi just held up, we're going to get, but now we get a second miracle set. We get another gel renewing mask and eye cream. We get another mirror and tray, and we get oh no, we only get one. Sorry, only one. Okay. So now we started out with $600 free. Now we're up to $1,200 free, just starting out, and then all of that product bonus basically doubled. Okay. So then you're like, okay, well, I don't want to leave anything free on the table. I'm totally the one that's like, pay $20 extra and you're gonna get free shipping. Or if you've got $5 more to spend, you're gonna get free shipping, okay? So now let's go back to page 5. And if you're in the 8 to 10 point category, you're looking at an $1,800 wholesale order, which means $900 out of your pocket. And $900 is immediate profit right out of the gate, okay? Now, we're gonna go back to page 7. We're doing an $800 order. So we've got everything from the 600, yeah, sorry, 1,800. We've got everything from the 600. We've got everything from the 1,200. Now we're getting everything from the 1,800. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. It's $1,800 wholesale, the retail's 36. I did the math backwards instead. Okay, so now we're at the $1,800 and the $3,600 retail. So now we get 3 product bonus bundles. We get the second train mirror. Now we get the second travel roll-up bag.
You want it.
You want it. So everybody wants one for themselves and one to give away or one to use for demo. Okay, so now we have everything over there for our $1,800 wholesale order. Okay, so then we're gonna go back to page 5. We're gonna go up to 11 points. You picked 11 points. Your wholesale order should be $2,400, which would make your retail $4,800. Okay, so that's $24 you're spending, $2,400 you're getting for free. And then, I don't know if everybody knows that movie or if it's just my age.
And
Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and now you get a fourth
Another
miracle set. We still get one color lookbook, we still get 2 miracle trays, and we still get 2 travel roll-up bags, okay? So now we have all of that in addition to what we just started off with our wholesale order. Okay, we're gonna go back to page 5. And I'm gonna kind of combine 12 points and 13 points just for the purpose of the display. So anywhere from $3,000 to $3,600 wholesale, and then you're spending $3,600 wholesale, which means your suggested retail price is $7,200, and you're going to get. So we're gonna go ahead and do 2. We're just gonna kind of skip the 3,000 for time or whatever.
Because if you're doing 2,000, might as well.
Yeah, if you're gonna do 3, you might as well do 36. And now we're gonna get the rest of all this stuff for free. And so now we have $3,600 for free. We have our free makeup look. We have 6 miracle sets, you guys. That's 6 different people getting on skincare. If you have people on skincare that are gonna use it consistently throughout the year, they should go through 4 sets in a year. So you have now 6 opportunities to make customers for a whole year and sell 4 of them each time, okay? So everybody's like, awesome, I want all the free stuff, but I don't have $3,600. Right, so that's where a lot of people get the hiccup and they get stuck. They're like, I would love to have all of this for free and I want all this for free, but I don't have the $3,600 to buy it. So what am I supposed to do? Well, that's where you guys, we have ways to help you get to that. We have creative financing ways. We have stuff you could like pre-sell. You could do your party and get strategic with it. And this is where it's really important to talk to your recruiter or your director to get you really in line with what you're doing. So I've recently signed up a couple of people and I signed them up very intentionally to go through this process and make everything work. So what we did is we knew that the person was going to sign up. I committed to helping them do a debut. And then whatever we sold at the debut was what we utilized to make their first order within the 14 to 15 days of sign up. So let's say you're thinking about becoming a Mary Kay person, or you know somebody, or you have somebody in mind that you want to become a Mary Kay person. So if you sit down with them and you strategically plan all this out, because if you're gonna have a hostess host a party, she gets awesome hostess rewards and benefits, but what if she could get all of this for the same amount of work? See what I'm saying? This is what changes lives. This is what changes generations upon generations, year after year after year. This is what Mary Kay meant. And we are blessed to have a company that's going to teach us how to do this. And then we have leaders in this company that are going to help our new people learn how to do this and then reproduce it. So we do debut parties. Hopefully, most of us, if you're going to be team building and you're going to be recruiting, you're going to want to build a team. That's what I did. I wanted to become a sales director. I wanted to become a sales director. April wanted to become a sales director. Rebecca, Jody, Denise, everybody has been one or wanted to be one or is one out of those groups. And then there's a whole room in here of people that have the potential to become a sales director. Maybe they just don't know that's the vision they have yet. Okay, so now we're going to get our consultant. We're signed up. She's ready to go. She's got an amazing start going. She's got lots of stuff to help her. She's made her list, her wedding list. She's invited her people. We've coached her how to talk to her people. We've coached her how to get her people prepared. That's all a different training. I can help you with that later if you don't know. But what we're going to do next is now we're going to help build her up through the career path. Because there's so much excitement in the beginning and there's so much fun and there's so many of those things that you don't know but you're so excited about because you want to get going and you want to do all the things. And you see all the people that are up there and that are so much farther along than you and they're making so much money and this and all the things. and the tiaras and the crowns, or if that's the same thing, the sashes, the flowers, the chair that comes out of the ceiling or that comes out of the stage floor and the fireworks and all that stuff. That was what it was for me, you guys. It was a Cinderella dream. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I didn't know what was possible. And I went there that first year. I'd been in Mary Kay for like 2 months. I did my order, but then I did nothing until June when school got out. I did my debut. I did everything Denise told me to do. I followed up. I did the things. I made the list. I called the people. I did all of the things. And then I talked to the people after I got them there, and I debuted selling everything here. I rebought it all and sold it all again and had 3 team members out of the door on my first day. Woo, okay. I am a real person. You guys all really know me. I really did this, okay? I'm not just being here saying stuff that can't happen. But then what do? Then what happens? Because I didn't become a sales director for 6 years. So my string already in my short little time at Mary Kay has already done all of this. I went all the way up to DAQ, got to go to leadership. And the very next month, I wasn't even a senior consultant. I went all the way back down to 0. And I'm a director now. So you don't stay in those places. You grow, you learn from them, you figure out why you needed to do what you needed to do. Okay, so now we're a brand new beauty consultant. We've had our debut. We've talked to all of our friends. Everybody in the whole wide world knows we're doing Mary Kay. We have all the free stuff. We're using our products. We're selling our products. And it's been a couple months and we've gone to the meetings and now we're not sure what we need to do or what's next. So let's find out. Okay, I'm gonna play this video. This is your new independent beauty consultant video. It's not on InTouch right now, but it is on our YouTube page.
And you are able to see the screen.
Yeah, if you need to move over.
Should just take a second to, yeah, no. No, I just need to put unplug it, so I can use it. Why is it just on there? April? It was on there.
Change your source.
I shouldn't have to. Well, when you turned it on, did you have to change the source? Yeah, then it should still be there.
Hit play to see if it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So disconnect that HDMI. This one?
There we go. Okay. So while this video is playing, I want you guys to think about who's gonna come up and be my next Savannah. Because I am gonna pick somebody if somebody doesn't volunteer. Here we go.
Use the volume button.
Independent beauty consultant and her independent beauty consultant agreement that is.
It's not going to the TV, it's going through.
Can you hear it at least if it's going through the computer?
Yeah. Not super loud, but.
Maybe go over there.
Oh, it's fine, I can.
Okay. I can do it though, because when you just, if you want it on the TV. It's a Fire TV, right?
I hope so. That's what it has.
Received and accepted by the company. Melissa can earn up to 50% profit on product sales and reorders. Melissa can also take advantage of the Great Start program to earn free product bonus bundles during her Great Start timeframe. Melissa can earn monthly prizes through the year-long challenge and quarterly and yearly prizes through the Star Consultants program. Last but not least, Melissa can earn a $50 cash bonus with each Great Start qualified new personal team member she develops. Now, if Melissa chooses to add 2 active personal team members, Alicia and Liz, Melissa reaches independent senior beauty consultant status. Melissa can still earn up to 50% profit on product sales and reorders and work toward the same monthly, quarterly, and yearly prizes. Melissa is now also eligible to earn 4% commission on her personal team's wholesale Section 1 production. This means that she can earn 4% personal team commission on wholesale Section 1 orders placed by Alicia and Liz in any calendar month. She can also still earn a $50 cash bonus with each Great Start qualified new personal team member she develops. Melissa keeps building. She has added 1 more active personal team member, Susan. Melissa is now a star team builder. This is the first of 3 career path levels referred to as red. Melissa can still earn up to 50% profit on product sales and reorders and work towards the same monthly, quarterly, and yearly prizes. Melissa is also now eligible to earn up to 8% personal team commission on her personal team's wholesale Section 1 production when her personal and personal team's production is $1,800 or more. She can still earn a $50 cash bonus with each Great Start qualified new personal team member she develops. Melissa is a rock star and adds 2 more active personal team members, Jenny and Stephanie, which would make Melissa a team leader. This is the second of 3 career path levels referred to as red. Melissa can still earn up to 50% profit on product sales and reorders and work towards the same monthly, quarterly, and yearly prizes. Melissa is now also eligible to earn 9% or 13% personal team commission on her personal team's wholesale Section 1 production. She can earn 9% personal team commission when she is active and has 5 or more active personal team members on their wholesale Section 1 orders in any calendar month. She can maximize to 13% personal team commission when she has 5 or more active personal team members who place $225 or more wholesale Section 1 orders in the same calendar month that Melissa places a personal $600 or more wholesale Section 1 order. Personal team commission is earned on personal team production only. She can still earn a $50 cash bonus with each Great Start qualified new personal team member she develops. Now let's talk about how to become an elite team leader. There are 2 ways to become an elite team leader. Elite team leader is the third of 3 career path levels referred to as red. The first way for Melissa to go from team leader to elite team leader is when she develops one of her personal team members into a red. She is now an elite team leader. The other way that Melissa can become an elite team leader is when she has 8 or more active personal team members. Either way, if she becomes an elite team leader, she is eligible for 9% or 13% personal team commission, which is earned the same way as when she was a team leader. Because Melissa chose to develop teams of teams, she also has the ability to unlock second-tier team commissions of 5%. Melissa can still earn up to 50% profit on product sales and reorders and work toward the same monthly, quarterly, and yearly prizes. Lastly, she can still earn a $50 cash bonus with each Great Start qualified new personal team member she develops. This is a lot of information. Any questions regarding career path and compensation, log on to Mary Kay in Touch. There you can visit the Compensation Hub for the advanced brochure and additional supporting materials to help you along the way. Also check out the Great Start pages under Education tab.
Okay, so that is a lot of information for one video, and it's a little bit older. Sorry.
Yeah, because the team leader changed.
Yeah, so this one, I just pulled the cord out so you don't. Hi. Sorry. We'll do it like that for you. Okay, so what we're doing now is we've done this ourselves. We completely understand this ourselves, and now we're gonna train other people to do what we just did. So we're gonna look at the compensation plan. That video only went up to elite team leader because it's obviously a lot of information for, you know, like a little video series. And not everybody does want to become a director. And that's totally fine. If you don't want to become a director, that's why they created the elite team leader position, because that's the most benefits and the most commissions and all the things that you can get, but you stay a consultant. So we're gonna go through just really quickly. We're gonna just kind of read these again, and then we're gonna do some math on our notebooks, because I know everybody loves math like I do. So would you read for me, independent beauty consultant, Griselda?
Independent beauty consultant can earn 50% profit potential on personal retail product sales, earn discount privilege.
Okay, so a beauty consultant can do that. You can earn the 50% off of your product, because we buy it wholesale, we sell it retail. And then the earn, what do they count the earn discount privilege as? How do I describe that? April or Heidi, how would you guys describe that one?
Sorry, I was like.
It's okay.
Missing what you.
Oh, no.
I got a blank one. And
Oh,
I'm
no, sorry. Are they not double-sided?
They are.
Okay.
One was it? What was the question?
It's the 225.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So how you explain getting to the earn discount privilege? Sorry, guys, because I got the one that's just the front. You must have my back.
Okay.
So you get 50% on your you get 50% profit on your sales, and you want that always have an active status. So what that means is you need to place at least a minimum of a $225 wholesale order, $450 retail order to get the discount. That's the, yes, earning the privilege of having the discount. That's how to word that, okay? So if you're not active, there's other ways you can get reactivated, but for this, we're gonna assume everybody's active, okay? So then go ahead and read independent senior beauty consultant, Jasmine.
1 or 2 active personal team members can earn 50% profit on personal retail products, earn discount privilege, and 4% on your personal team commission.
Okay, so the next step up, you get all of the same thing you do as the first one, and now you can get 4% commission off of the other person's order. So for easy math, let's assume you're a senior beauty consultant, you have 1 active team member, that team member places a $100 order, you get $4. Okay, go ahead and read Star Team Builder for me, Riley.
I knew that was coming from my head. Here we go.
I know, right?
Said start team builder.
Yes, please.
3 or 4 active personal team members can earn 50% potential on personal retail product sales, earn discount privilege, 4%, 6%, or 8% personal team commission, and eligibility to purchase and wear a red jacket, 50% off first time purchase.
Okay, so the Star Team Builder is what is the first level of what we often refer to as your red jacket. We've all probably, I think, heard that in here, red jacket. You're in your red jacket. Okay, team leader, 5 to 7. Go ahead, Deb.
Excuse me. 5 to 7 active plus personal, 5 to 7 active or more personal team members can earn 50% profit potential on personal retail product sales, earn discount privilege 9 or 13% personal team commission.
Okay, so before we go on to the next one, I want Shelby to come up here. Shelby is brand new and she's green, not blue, because that's what happens when you're new is you're green. That's the color, but I didn't have a green test, so that's what we're saying. So Shelby here has decided that she wants to build a team. So she has recruited somebody. And she was so excited and how easy that was and how coachable that person was. She decided to recruit a second person. And then that was so much fun. She decided, I want my red jacket. So she recruited the next person. And now she has 3 team members and she's in her red jacket. Awesome. Now, those 3 team members that Shelby recruited have decided that they want to be in their red jacket too, because there's FOMO and that's real. And so they have to decide that they're going to be in their red jackets too. So now those 3 people have recruited 3 people. They're all in their red jacket. And now how many consultants does Shelby have on her team?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
personal team or?
No.
Total team.
Total thing.
Total. Okay. Now, those 3 people and Shelby are all fired up and they want to go big. There's seminars coming and they're like, we're gonna do that again. That wasn't that hard. We're gonna duplicate it again. Now, how many people does Shelby have on her team? What happens if you have 24 people on your team? Wasn't that easy? Did you guys see how fast I just did that?
So they don't have to be personal lines?
No,
You have to have 8.
you have to have 8 personal lines, and then you have your self count, and then your people count. So we're gonna give Shelby back her original green/blue. And now she's got her elite team leader, and she's on her track for DIQ to become a sales director. And now imagine all of that production and all of that commission, because Shelby has taught all of those people, and those people have taught their people how to reproduce this. Because Mary Kay gives us an app, gives us a brochure, it gives us a website, it gives us all of the things, it gives us other team members to get information from, to get guidance from, to remember how to word something if you don't, to remember what the back of the sheet says if you forget it and give out the wrong copy. Because we're all human, we're not changing, nothing did change, except for we learned how to run a business and to teach everybody that comes in our path how to run a business, because we don't know if they don't know, and we don't know if they don't know that they want that. So what would happen if you met somebody? Because this is October. October is very important to me for domestic violence. Thanks, Shelby. So domestic violence is important for me for the month of October. I know it's also breast cancer awareness, so October is really awesome in the Mary Kay world, because Mary Kay Ash, we have a foundation that helps take care of both of those, women's cancers as well as domestic violence prevention. I unfortunately, sadly, in my short life, have lost 2 people that I love dearly from domestic violence. I had one of my coworkers that I worked with for 10 years at the bank. She was like a second mom to me. She was murdered by her grandson, overtaking their truck camping. And then 2 years ago, my childhood, like middle school best friend or whatever, her son was on drugs and she decided that it was enough. He wasn't going to be in her household anymore, and she kicked him out and killed her. So domestic violence is big to me because I've been touched by it personally. But a lot of times, and the biggest thing that a lot of people don't understand if they've never been through something like that personally, is one of the other reasons that people stay is because they have nowhere else to go. They have no hope, they have nothing they can do, and they don't know what to do. So how selfish are we if we decide that we're too tired? We hit that alarm too many times and we didn't get up and put our makeup on, and we wore our hair in a bun that day, and we didn't go out and talk to people in the community because we didn't feel cute or do our makeup because we were running late that day. And what happens if we would have run across that person that could have escaped a situation like that, and we could have been the person to help them? I mean, those are the real life stories. Like, I don't want to get all down and doom and gloom and stuff, like, which is kind of bringing the room into that. So I want to get out of that because we're not into that kind of stuff. But that could happen.
I actually want to say something about, you saying just like going out and being productive. Because with this lady that I had to go take care of when I was doing the home watch caregiver, she had said that her daughter passed away, but Mary Kay was her life. And so the fact that she even met somebody else, like, you know, where she was at, like talking about Mary Kay, she got in touch with her other daughter and she just wanted to say like, hey, you know, I missed you. And, you know, this girl came, talked about it. And shortly did she know her daughter was actually battling cancer. And she didn't want to talk about it or bring it up until her mom talked to her because her mom was holding a grudge against her that day.
Isn't that amazing? There's how many different people in this room that have how many different stories that they know about this kind of thing. I mean, it's just powerful, you guys. Mary Kay knew that she was bigger than what life had told her she was. And she knew that all of us were going to be bigger than what our situations had told us we were. And we're proof, and we're real, and we're here. And it's our job now to pass it on to the next person. And sometimes we have to have somebody that believes in us for 6 years until we figure it out for ourselves. But that is the beauty of this. There's so much potential that we can get as far as money is concerned, but changing somebody's life, changing their children and their grandchildren's life. I mean, Jody's got generations now of people who are not growing up with negative things being said to them. They're accepting positive affirmations. They're learning how to say positive affirmations. And it's going to change the next generation and the next generation. But in order for us to still be here to be able to change the next generation, we have to continue growing and we have to continue team building. Not everybody has to become a director. Not everybody has to become a national. Not everybody has to come to this huge recruiting potential. But if that's what you want, if that's what you feel you're called to do, then we have all of the tools to do it, and we can help you financially do it. And there's a whole bunch of ways we can help somebody get to their original order. There's so many things that we can talk about in like a different training and all that kind of stuff. But so right now, you guys all hopefully have a piece of paper and a notebook. I'm going to give you some statistics that's going to help you reach your goals, because I do want you to take your packet home, and I do want you guys to make page 5 the first part of your tracking your discipline. And I didn't even know you were going to talk about that. So, statistically speaking, 1 in 4 people that you talk to will sign up as a consultant. So how many people do you have to talk to get one person to sign up?
4.
4. Okay. 4 people, 1 consultant. 1 out of 3 people that become consultants work it as a business. So if you take the math and you figure out, I want to become an elite team leader so I can go into DIQ and become a director, if that's your goal and that's what you're wanting to do, how many people do you have to talk to get that accomplished? Keeping in mind that traditionally DIQ should be a 3-month process. We're going to do 30 faces in 30 days. So if we're doing 30 faces in 30 days for 3 months, we're going to talk to 90 people. Is that enough people to accomplish the goal of becoming a DIQ, or do we need to up that number? Because everybody we talk to, we're going to do full circle with. So even if they're just getting a facial, we're still going to give them an opportunity to hear about the business, because what they don't know, they don't know. So if that's your goal, you want to have 3 team members, if you want to have 4, if you want to have a couple personal shoppers, maybe a couple of them that are working, maybe you want to build and keep going. It's math. We hear that all the time. It's mathematical, not magical. Math for me takes the emotions out. There's no emotions involved. Yes doesn't matter, a no doesn't matter, because everything's a percentage, a statistic, and a number. And the only thing that doesn't change is numbers. Numbers are always going to work. Every single time, always, forever. So take all of the emotions out of it. Take all the scary ladies out of it. Don't take your person to 6 different lists, because we only have 3 months. we don't have 6, and see what you want to do. If you don't want to be a director, you don't have to be a director. Certainly not. Don't do it. But if it is a goal, or to build a team at least, wherever you want to fit within that, then figure out where you're at on your numbers for the math. Then you're going to take that and you're going to go back to how much time you have and how many things you can do to know how many appointments are you're going to be able to commit to, and see if those numbers align. If they don't, then where do you need to tweak it? What do you need to do? You need to get your goal firm in your mind, in your heart, in your family. You need to have it in front of you at all times. You need to wake up in the morning thinking about it. You need to have every intention of work time, for Mary Kay specifically, going into this kind of stuff. Taking the time to making this solid on paper takes all the emotions out of it. It becomes a factual statement, a factual lookbook, a factual, whatever you want to call it. Piece of paper, list, graph, whatever you want to call it. You've got it all there. You know what you need to do. And then you can set your booking appointments, your selling appointments, your following up, your all of those things to align with it. And then also keep in mind, one of your success meetings, if you're going to team build, should probably be checking in with your director. I definitely recommend to make sure you're in constant communication with your director. You're building your plan together, you're getting the advice, you're talking to them, you're working through things, because between week to week, there's a lot of stuff that gets in our heads, especially if we're not used to being grateful and gratitude, accepting all the time. We need to learn how to do some of those things, and sometimes our biggest enemy is right between our ears. So all of these are you guys to take home. And I'll just leave those out there for now. It's kind of fun to see all that out there that you could potentially have, and how easy we made it to DIQ and directorship. It was so fast. It did it so fast. And when you're excited, you guys, the momentum grows, and you have people that will all walk the trip with you and do it with you. Your directors, your recruiters, there's a lot of us in the room that will help you get to where you want to get, and go that way and do all of the things. I think that went probably faster than I intended
So
it.
Kelly,
Yes.
could you share,
Mhm.
and I'm sure it's on the piece of paper, but could you share with them like how your income builds exponentially from that 9 to 13% on your team to once you step into director? Because you're getting to
Yeah.
experience that.
Yeah, so that is one of the things I was just talking about. So when you're doing the things, we're still doing the same things at the same time, but you're gonna get paid differently. So once you become, where you're building a team, you see how you can start to get that commission, the 9%, the 13%, 4, 6, 8%, depending on where you're at on the different levels. Well, you have those same things once you get over to the director side of it. So you're doing the same amount of work, but now you're gonna have a separate pool of money that's coming into you, because the company itself is gonna pay you for your building a team, your leadership skills. They're gonna compensate you for helping build the company. So once you get over to independent sales director, let's look at that one. So a beauty consultant and an independent sales director both can earn 50%. Right off the top, you buy your products from the company for $1, we turn around and we sell it for $2. That's the same. Once we're active, we stay active. We have the earned discount privilege, which is at least the minimum of the 225 order each month wholesale. Okay, then we're going to get into commission. Commissions for 4%, 9%, or 13% on personal team commissions. That's the same as a beauty consultant is your personal team. But then, once you become a director, you're going to get what's called unit commission. So unit commission means all of those people now that are all under Shelby, and all of those people are working. Shelby's also going to get a percentage of commission based off of what her unit does. And guess what? She's one of the people in her unit. So now Shelby doesn't just get 50% off of her product. She potentially can get to 63% off of her product. So you guys thought it was pretty sweet to have 50% off. How would you like to get 63% off? Right? So then you have offspring, or you have second line, however you want to remember the term. Typically offspring means another director. Second line would be Shelby, recruited all the cups. And all the people that are the cups recruited all the straws inside the cups. So all of these straws are what would be considered Shelby's second line. And she's gonna get commission off of those people's orders as well. So are all those people, they're still gonna get their normal commission. Go ahead.
I just have a question about this. So every, like, all the people in the cups, would that person that was in the blue cup, would that be their director? Or,
Yes,
so they
So-
all go to the blue cup?
they all eventually will funnel into this and this will all now be a unit. So if I put it all back together, all the cups and all the straws back together, this is Shelby's unit. Shelby's now a director, she has all the people under her, and now she's the one that her people are gonna kind of look to and guide for her unit. So Denise is our senior director, so everybody in the room except for Jody, Denise is the director for all of us. There's some of them that are adopted from like a different unit, which means their director doesn't live here locally. And so that's like Elizabeth, Jana, I think everybody else is, you're right. And so then I'm an offspring director. Rebecca's been an offspring director. Heidi's been an offspring director. April's been an offspring director. And so those people would be under Denise, and then those people would be under those people. So for me right now, personally, since I'm a new director, I do have one team member that's kind of tracking towards becoming a director. And so I have asked Denise if she would still help me coach this person, because I don't have a lot of those skills yet that she knows, because we're kind of in like a level playing field. And that's the beauty of having your senior director or the people that are still there with you, because Denise is still able to help me help the next person.
And Sandy's on.
Is she on?
She's on Zoom.
Oh, good.
Sandy.
So,
Hi,
hi Sandy, the one, Sandy, one of my consultants, she lives up in like the Salem, Oregon area, so she wasn't able to be here today, but she keeps popping on and off of Zoom so she can watch some of the stuff, and so she's on target to head towards directorship. She's decided that's what she wants to do. And so, so she's really, excited to do that, and a lot of the stuff that I'm just now learning and I've just barely learned, she needs a lot of coaching for that, and so Denise has really embraced that for me and to help me so we can get Sandy up to where she needs to go. So at the same time, Denise will be training me to train Sandy and training Sandy. So there's so much money potential that's out there, and if you like math and you like percentages and you like all that kind of stuff, we can really sit down with you and help you figure this out. This is what I have done every single year when we do our vision boards and we do all that fun stuff. I come back and then I do the thing. So I want to earn this much money every single month from my Mary Kay business, and I do the math backwards to know how many faces I need to see, and breaking it down by week, by day. Sometimes if you need to, it's a lot easier, because seeing one person a day, that doesn't sound scary, but 30 people in a month might. So just kind of how you talk to yourself. Again, we need to work with what we have and how we're working, and we are all evolving, and we can learn how 30 people in a month isn't scary, because at this level, you probably are going to be doing more like 60, but that's just kind of, again, it's just math. So math makes it easy for the emotions to go away. Any other questions? I think I might type on the stuff. Power
Oh my
start.
gosh.
Yes, power start. Power
Oh my
start.
gosh.
He's on pictures.
My phone's there somewhere. Sorry.
I am, yeah.
Oh, but not up just. I thought that was great.
My first
You're so
one.
pretty. It's called Power Up and Grow.
Mhm.
And it's
right.
really happy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like saying, okay, go sit down.
Yes.
So if you guys could give her some positive feedback on what you observed, what you've learned, any other questions that you have for Kelly.
I love how you pivoted,
Yeah.
because this is not what you intended for
Yep,
your training.
she had a whole
And you
game.
are such a rock star.
Yeah.
It was so good.
At 10 o'clock last night, I had a game. Thank you so much, Heidi. And the game wasn't working out. I spent literally 15 hours on ChatGPT trying to get it to work. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, Heidi, I don't know what to do. So I pivoted.
We
Oh,
did
very
very
well.
well.
And you did
Very well.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And no one would have known that you did it if you hadn't told me.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that's the other thing that I want everybody to understand too, because I don't want anybody to sit in that chair and be scared that this is too hard to do, because any of us can do it. We just have to believe that we can. And if we can't believe that we can,
And
we
we're
have
still all
somebody that helps
together.
us do
Mhm.
it.
We're
Yeah.
still all together. We don't have to go away.
I love the visual that you
I mean,
did.
yeah, I was gonna say the visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to add just one thing, and I think because I didn't know this in the beginning, and so sometimes I may share too much with a new consultant, which overwhelmed them when they couldn't really see what they wanted to do in the big picture. So one of the things that I learned pretty quickly as a leader is becoming a Mary Kay consultant and then inventory, it's a two-part decision.
Mhm.
So one thing that because she went through a lot with you, which maybe you didn't really know how much free you could get and turn that and pay for your initial inventory. But as a new consultant, you let them sign up first. And then you don't sit there and talk about all you have to do is a 225 or all you have to do is blah, blah, blah. You let them sign up and then you say, you know, there are a lot of special extra bonuses available only to new consultants on their first order. So before you place an inventory order, which usually they want help anyway, you need to watch this video so that you have all the information. I've made mistakes in the past where people have said, I'm just doing personal use. And they were upset with me for not telling them what they could get for a 600 or an 1800, right? So I never make that mistake. And I just say, I don't ever want to assume that, you know, I know what your vision is or what you want to do with this. So I just want you to have all the information to make that next step and decision. No pressure, it's not required, but I want you to know all the bonuses and things that you can get. And I have a beautiful video. In fact, at the end of the video, it talks about 5 or 6 different ways to get money for that first order. So if you've never watched it, some of you already have that, and you know, as you became a new consultant, you watched it, but it's our inventory video. It's probably on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah, and
there's
it's
a
very
marketing
shareable.
one, there's an inventory one, and there's a new consultant video.
And
So
there's also new ways to get started.
yeah, yeah, that's so exciting.
Yes.
So, but don't overshare all of that with them in the beginning. First, do you want to be consultant? Then let's talk about how you want to run your business. And then one more thing I wanted to add, because this is what I really wanted them to understand. Sometimes it's like, I thought this, why would I want to be a director? It looks like a lot of work, you know, you're dragging all your stuff into the meeting, you're setting things up, you're responsible, you're training, you're coaching, you're, you know, pumping up tires and putting out fires. And that's, you know, we joke about that. Well, the incentive is you have your 50% on your sales, you can get up to 13% on your personal team. But then on that whole unit of 30 to 150 to 200, which we have in the Glamour Girls, you get another 13% on that entire group, not just your personals. So it's really 26% on your personal team. So you want to be the strongest team builder within your unit. You're the best player on your team. Not only that, and this is what you're excited about, is that you also get a 10% bonus at the minimum 5,000 in production. If your unit does 5,000 in production, which is kind of like minimum new director, the small unit, you get a $500 bonus. You do 10,000, you get $1,000 bonus. Our unit did 53,000 wholesale in 1 month. That was a $5,000 bonus. That was the max at the time. But if we did $100,000 in wholesale production, and some of those top $1 million directors have, that is a $10,000 bonus in 1 month, because it's 10% on top of your 13% and your 13%. And then we get a wellness bonus, which is $2,000 once a year if you qualify. There's different graduated levels based on your production. We get a quarterly star consultant bonus based on how many star consultants. I forget about it. And it's like, oh, I got an extra $500 this month. Oh, we have this many star consultants. It's just like, you lose track and you're like, it's like, this is a line item and you get 5 or 6 different ways that you're paid at the end of the year. If you don't want to take the big ring for doing $500,000, you can take $5,000 cash. I mean, there's so many bonuses that we don't talk about because it's a little bit up there, but Mary Kay compensates you. If you want money and you want to create success and build a future, there's boatloads of money being given away by Mary Kay. All we have to do, they market it, they make the product for us. We have legal, we have medical, we have all the marketing, the videos, everything they do for us. The training is phenomenal, the new modules. All we have to do is get out there and get in front of people and get it on their face and connect. Really, you learn to do a party, you do to do this marketing plan. There's nothing you can't have in this business. So
Thank you so much. That was so good.
So for my first month, or my last month in DIQ, not my first month as director, so June.
Yeah.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
You helped me figure it out, and if that month I would have been a director, my commission check would have been like 7,000 something.
Oh, wow.
So right on, what was it, like 1,200, I think, as a
Yeah.
consultant. So that's typical. It's about I think April and I sat down and figured this out. It's like 3 to 5 times more as a director. Even, yes, you're doing a little bit more, but you're kind of getting double paid on some of the work you're already doing. You're just doing it with more people, and you go through that qualification period. That is why, that's the incentive. And for people that really want to get out of their job, one of my my second offspring director, Jeannie Bishop, she was able to retire from Morrison Knudsen 5 years earlier. And she played it out until she retired as a sales director. She had produced 2 offspring. That was a long time ago. And so like everyone has their reason, but if money is a motivator for you, and that's not a bad thing, that's not a negative thing, we still need it to survive. There's money here. And if John, actually, they said, if you tell me you can't afford anything, you're just telling me you're not willing to go out there and work for it because it is available. Where else can you just instantly have a couple $100 in your hands from doing a party or a facial or whatever? Anyway, I know it's, you guys' bladders are probably full and you're hungry. We have tons of more food. We're gonna take a 1 hour break. We'll be back together at 1 o'clock to pick up in the afternoon. You can take a walk. It's beautiful. I'm gonna make some iced tea and there's salads, there's sandwiches, there's free dessert, and regular. I know, it's time for our 2 hour feeding. It's very good.
Okay, very last snarky comment, because that's just kind of who I am. How many people have ever seen a crackhead not get their crack? They hustle, they don't give it up, they're out there doing whatever they have to do to get their crack. So if they can do it, we can do it.
Okay. All right, let's do some music. Can you guys raffle tickets? Oh, I did forget to do this morning. Jody and Kelly. Oh, I don't know which one of you guys are gonna